Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video.
Shed into the fatal shooting of a boy by the security forces on 100 Lane off Red Hills Road earlier this week. There have been conflicting stories of how the teen was killed. Jamila Maitland has details.
When news broke of the fatal shooting of a teen on 100 Lane off Red Hills Road on Wednesday, there was heartbreak and outrage. First, from the family.
And up kill me look a 14-year-old and he can't get what we did.
Then the public, and now Prime Minister Andrew Holness.
How could a 14-year-old be killed in a shootout by the police? And I was very sad about it.
TVJ News has learned that the teen isn't 14 years old as previously reported by his grandmother. Rasheem Wilson was 15, according to the police. It was substantiated by his May 7, 2008 birth certificate. And our police source says photos circulating of the teen showed that he was involved in criminal activities. Our news center received an image with the teen holding an assault rifle. Our police source has positively identified Rasheem as the person holding the weapon. The police say they were fired upon in the community on Wednesday, January 10, around 1:30 p.m. Rasheem was killed in the process. A 9mm Glock was recovered. We were told that the serial number was also erased, but according to residents, Rasheem was not involved.
Him and them start want to tell lie on the little boy. You understand? Game him and play upon him phone, Marley's a play game upon him phone.
The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, says the conflicting story of the fatal shooting is yet another reason for the security forces to be issued and use body-worn cameras. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, while speaking to students at the Manchester High School, described the incident as disturbing.
Where should we be teaching people how to treat with conflict? Where should we be talking about peace? And I love it because I'm saying school, but Mr. Principal, your students are very smart. They're saying start in the home. Start in the homes.
TVJ News understands that Rasheem was a student at the Pembroke Hall High School in St. Andrew. However, we were unable to attain the status of his enrollment there. Our sources say he had not been attending school regularly. The school declined to comment on the issue at this time. Jamila Maitland.
First, I have to address the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. He's talking about he can't believe that police had killed a teenage boy in a shootout and he's sad. Let me tell you this, Mr. Prime Minister. Well, your constituency, especially in Towile here, they haven't produced teenage murderers as in the other garrison in St. Andrew South. I work at Unspear for more than a decade. That's where I spend most of my career as a detective. Yes, Unspear Police Station. The only time I've ever stationed outside of Unspear was when Seaview Gardens Police Station was opening. And that was the election in 1996. Yes, 1996 general election. And I was one of the detectives that they sent down there. And we had a peaceful election then. I can tell you this, Mr. Prime Minister, that in the 1990s, there was a young man from McCoy Lane Mackay Lane, Kingston 11, that's right behind Payne Avenue or Payne Land. And this little boy, I don't remember his current name, but I remember his alias. He had a post name. His name was Meow. He was 12. Yes, this young man was 12 at the time when he was killed in your constituency along Penwood Road in Waterhouse. And at the time he was 12, he was wanted for 14 murders. Let me repeat myself. There was a young man in the early 1990s from Mackay Lane, right beside Payne Avenue, Kingston 11. And his alias name was Meow. Meow was wanted for over 14 counts of murder. And he was killed in Waterhouse along Penwood Road by gunmen because he was going to kill a man around there. At the time he was 12. I went on the murder scene myself and looked at him. Yes, little boy, but he was a cold-hearted killer. Yes, didn't hesitate to kill people. And because he was small, he was a young boy, couldn't weigh more than about 92 pounds, the most. But because he was a little boy, that he was able to kill so many people. And guess what? You know, when he was killed, you know, the people in this community, they said that he was a general, a 5-star general, because he had killed 12 people, 14 people. So he killed more people than how many years he was on earth. And the people in his community laud him, revere and celebrate him as an hero. So when you are making such statement, I don't think that you really have all of the facts together. You cannot be sharing sympathy juice of these young men. Because guess what? Having spoken to some residents within the same community, yes, you know, I don't live in Jamaica, and they told me that this young man that the Jamaican cops killed, an alleged teenage serial killer, Rasheem Wilson, who have made 5 duppies. 5 duppies, that means he had killed 5 people already at his age, and he stopped attending school because his aspiration is to be the Don of 100 Lane. So, you know, to become a Don, you know, you have to kill many people, you know. And he has got 5 already. So, you know that they're gonna call him G, Charge, Killer. 5. So when the grandmother is talking about he's innocent, that's him right here with that M16 rifle. That's not a replica, that's a gun that kills people. And that's the, well, I'm not gonna talk how this photograph surfaced, because it was sent by same people within the same community to show that, because you have decent people that live in these garrisons, you know, but you know that they're afraid to speak up, because if you speak up publicly, that can cost you your life. Because you know the culture in Jamaica, he that keep it his mouth, keep it in life. But you know, we at the Jamaica Young Police, we love informers, and we can tell you that we are happy to see this young man to the departure lounge. Adios, goodbye, zero sympathy we have for him. So, you know, the 14-year-old, they say he was 14, and he's not. Yeah, man, he was 15. At 15, he allegedly killed 5 people. How many more he was going to kill? So thank God for protecting Officer Brown. So if Officer Brown wasn't being protected, you know, Officer Brown would be the 6th. And the others beside him, you understand, because he wasn't bent on taking police officers with him. So in this chilling expose, we delve into the terrifying life of Rasheem Wilson, an individual who owes nothing but when it comes to taking lives. That's a young man, you know. Just listen what we are saying. This is from people within the community that we have spoken with, who wish to remain anonymous. You understand? You understand, because you know how it is in the garrison. Some people you cannot expose them because their lives. So when people share information with us, we have to make sure we protect them. So yeah, so Rasheem Wilson, an individual who owes nothing back when it comes to taking lives. This video uncovers the shocking truth behind at least 5 gruesome murders committed by Wilson, each victim falling prey to his deadly bullets. Despite multiple encounters with law enforcement, this cold-blooded killer continued his spree, leaving even the police grateful to have survived his relentless attacks. So it was even 2 weeks ago this young man was involved in a shootout. Yeah, so this young man had killed five people already at 15. And his aspiration was to be the Dan of 100 Lane. That's our 100 Red Hills Road. Yeah, that is in Kingston. So Kingston is the birth of criminality. That's where people believe that they must take people's life, and the criminals, how they survive is from the silence of witnesses. But we tell people, one of the best way for people to get justice is really from the police force. So anytime, these men fire at the police, we love when the bad guy have a bad day and the police is always victorious because the police are well trained. So, throughout the lane, yeah man, throughout 100 Lane, yeah man, Rashim reputation as a remorseless murderer has spread like wildfire, striking fear into the hearts of all those who reside here. Wilson's ruthless nature is evident as he brazenly boasts about the lives he has taken, reveling in the power and control he holds over others. So notorious in his presence that he has abandoned school, ultimately aspiring to become the unrivaled leader of his territory. So that's all he aspires to be. Him say he wants to be the Dan 100 Lane. Yeah, so if you have reached this far in the video, and in today's video, and you haven't subscribed to the Jamaica Young Police channel, yeah, please subscribe to our channel. Join the movement. Yeah, and when you subscribe, hit the notification bell and select all. So then whenever we at the Jamaica Young Police channel release a video, you'll be the first person to get the notification as what is happening right now with this video. Yes, remember to give the video a thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up the video. Share the video. Yeah, share the video. Yes, share the video with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your neighbor, your co-worker, your side chick, your side man, uncle, your grandpa, grandma, and even your nephew. Yeah, share it, because knowledge is power. And not only share it too, but remember to comment below. Tell a friend about the Jamaica Young Police channel, that we at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we hate criminals with a passion, just like this young man at 15-year-old. We have zero sympathy for criminals. Yes, we don't believe in rehabilitation for murderers, because murderers all they do is kill. Yes, if they want remorse, they take that with them to the departure lounge and ask God for forgiveness before they go there. We do not believe that murderers or criminals should go to prison and taxpayers keep feeding them for them to plan how to kill other people. No, we are about saving lives here at this channel. So we want to prevent youths from getting themselves wound up in committing crimes. If you haven't joined the Patreon channel, yeah, consider joining the Patreon squad. So whenever you join the Patreon, you'll be able to access video that is not allowed to be posted on the YouTube infrastructure due to their rules, regulation, and laws that govern their streaming service. So you have to join the Patreon squad for you to see videos that cannot be posted to YouTube. So as we peel back the layers and unmask the true face of Wilson, the 100 Lane killer, exposing Rashim Wilson's shocking confession that he had shared with other people, brace yourself for a spine-chilling account that will leave you questioning the depths of human darkness. So the chilling truth, Kingston alarming teenage serial killer. As we delve deeper into haunting reality of Kingston alleged teenage serial killer Rashim Wilson, witnessing the harrowing scenes as 100 Lane residents of Red Hills Road, Kingston are reduced to tears, helplessly crying out in despair. This 15-year-old perpetrator has allegedly survived not one but 3 intense shootouts with the security forces before, the most recent which occurred in January 2024. Yes, that's based on information received and obtained from people within the community, and this happened within the Kingston metropolitan area. So unveiling the unknown depths of this terrifying individual criminal activities, it becomes apparent that only those in the immediate vicinity were aware of his murderous spree and his audacious attempts to engage security forces in shootouts. While we respect the need for privacy for their safety, we cannot disclose the identity of the other two adults from his community involved in these operations. Reason being, if we disclose the people them name, then they will know. Yes, the other two men, then people will know. Because criminals can think, they put one and one together, and you understand, so we're not going to go there. So Raheem, yeah, that's him right there. He's unknown. Rasheem Wilson, yeah man, I've made 5 duppies and counting. And the cops are very lucky to survive this killer's bullet. They're very lucky to survive his bullets. So that they label him as a cold-blooded killer. This teenager has sent shockwaves throughout the nation. Even the Prime Minister Holness expresses alarm and surprise, an indication that perhaps he too could benefit from a thorough history lesson provided by the experienced police high command regarding the alarming existence of teenage serial killers in Jamaica, especially in the Kingston metropolitan area. Prepare to be captivated as we unravel the chilling truth behind the gruesome tale. Join us as we navigate through the terror and chaos that grip Kingston, shedding light on the murky labyrinth of a teenage serial killer's mind. Brace yourself for a narrative that will leave you questioning societal norms and the very nature of evil. Yeah man, so stay tuned for more spine-chilling investigative episode. Yeah man, whilst we give you, we uncover the truths hidden beneath the shadow of despair. So this compelling video, as we delve deeper into the untold story of the notorious individual known as Meow from Mackay Lane, Kingston 11. Yeah man, Meow is a known serial killer from in the early 1990s. Yeah man, he wasn't even a teenager, he was 12. And at the time he's from Mackay Lane, Kingston 11. Mackay Lane is right beside Payne Avenue. Those of you who know Payne Avenue, it's close to 3 Mile, that's about half mile from 3 Mile, and you're left going towards Kingston, and the right going towards 3 miles, and that's where the high-rise buildings are. So after passing the high-rise building, right there beside Tanner's, there's a lane, that's Mackay Lane. That's where this young man was from. His name is Meow. I don't remember his current name, I just remember his alias, because it's like a post name. At the time he was 12. This young man was 12, a boy. He was 12, but he was wanted for 14 counts of murder. 14. Yes, that was in the 1990s. And the reason why his life was cut short, he was en route to kill a man along Penwood Road in Waterhouse. That's in the Prime Minister constituency. I don't know if the Prime Minister was not in the constituency as yet. And he was along Penwood Road in Waterhouse en route to kill an elderly man. When he was gunned down by gunmen in the community, they killed him and they took away the gun that he had on him. Yes, he had a 9mm pistol, and he was a known killer. At 12, he would, based on information received and obtained, yes man, this 12-year-old will drink Guinness and smoke weed. Yes, and he would try, and women and girls would throw themselves at him for him to get the nigga pum pum. Although, at 12, what can he do? Because he wasn't starting puberty as yet. Because at the time when he was killed, he didn't have not even ear on his pubic era. So we are telling you how in the garrison that these killers, they are revered, lauded and celebrated. Everyone, all of the women them in a Mackay Lane, him them want forget him nigga. But him little thing that won't even work for them, because he was still he didn't even start puberty yet. But when he was killed by the gunmen in the community, the people where he's from in Mackay Lane, they hail him as an hero. He's a general. Yes, a 5-star general, because he had killed 14 people. So that's a culture within the communities, in these depressed communities. And sometimes the parents cannot talk to them. Sometimes the parents encourage them to kill other people. Because as for me, our parents, especially the mother, she was making money from her son killing people. Yes, he was getting paid, but she was the person who was receiving the money. We didn't have any primary and direct evidence to arrest and charge her for accessory to murder, but it's just based on the information received and obtained. You know how it is as detective when you receive information on the street. You understand? So, as we tell you that, this young man, he was 12 years old. Yeah, 12 years old youth's life and deadly pursuit whose action shocked the community in the 1990s. So living in an impoverished community, neighborhood, beside Payne Avenue, Kingston 11, commonly called Payneland, Meow's upbringing was marked by hardship and despair. Little did anyone know he harbored a dark secret behind his innocent facade. By the time of his unfortunate demise, Meow had become a wanted fugitive at 12. Yeah, man, become the most wanted man in Jamaica at 12. Yes, you have to go back and look in your Gleaner archives to see all those information. Yes, I was at Unsby at the time. We were trying to catch this, and guess what? This young man was protected by the people in this community. Yeah, man, they shielded him because they say he's a 5-star general because he's a killer. You understand? That's how it is in this community. They don't promote education there, they promote killings. And everyone wants to aspire to be a Don. But most of them don't even realize that at the end of the day, it's two things going to happen. You're going to be killed by security forces or gunmen, or you're going to end up at prison. So, but most of them, they don't care because they just see themselves, they just want, whenever they die, people can talk things about them, in which is just craziness. Because when you're dead, they cannot hear anything. You understand? So, what made this case particular unsettling was the involvement of his mother, who shockingly supported and encouraged his murderous activities. You understand? So, if you remember the other day, sometime last year, this man, his son, attacked some police officer and punched one of them in scrotum. In a Jamaica terminology, we say balls. And the policeman freeze. Yeah, you understand? So we tell them that this man, he's raising, and don't be surprised if this boy become a serial killer. Some people say, don't wash your mouth on him. And yes, remember the Gleaner, we haven't done a story about him as it, the Gleaner lauded the father and the son as heroes, then put them in. So, him arrive, so he at school, say, I'm a bad man, because him say, him thump police and them thing, and balls, and attack the police, him, defend him father. You ever hear anything like that? In a civilized society, a young man can say, I'm attack the police, because I'm defend him father. Him father breach the road traffic and he was being arrested, and the young man say, I'm attack the police. Yeah, and we have the video and it's on the channel. So you're moving on. So by the time of his unfortunate demise, Meow had become a wanted fugitive, sought by the authorities in connection with staggering number of 14 murders. Yes. So I would tell you that his mother involvement in his murderous campaign. So tragically, Meow's life was cut short when he was ambushed by a gunman on his way to target an older man in Waterhouse, Kingston 11, along Penwood Road. The assailants intended to prevent him from carrying out his violent intentions. So when he was killed, he was en route to kill an elderly man. So through interviews with witnesses and experts and those closely connected to the event, we aim to shed light on the circumstances that led to Meow down this dark part. Join us as we uncover the truth and seek to understand the complex factors that shape this troubled individual. Prepare to be captivated by this heartbreaking yet fascinating account of Meow's life and the impact of his deadly pursuit on the community. Stay tuned for shocking revelations that lie ahead. If you are fascinated by true crime stories and want deep insights into the darker side of humanity, subscribe to the Jamaica Young Police channel and hit the bell icon for more gripping content. You know what, the Jamaica Young Police channel, we hate criminals with a passion, and we believe that they're supposed to, that they should either go to prison or the departure lounge. There's no other option for us. You cannot rehabilitate people who have depraved mind. You understand? So we're gonna tell you now what happened after he was killed, and the police report. So, you know, there was a police cordon at a fatal shooting at 100 Lane on Red Hills Road. It's a 100 Red Hills Road in a St. Andrew, and you understand. And they say he's not 14, a 15-year-old boy was fatally shot by the police in his yard at 100 Lane on Red Hills Road, St. Andrew. And guess what? The reason why the police went there, because less than 2 weeks ago, he was involved in a shootout with the police in the same Kingston metropolitan area. We're not going to disclose that information because we don't want to give the public too much information about the Indicom investigation, because you know Indicom is a criminals organization. I see them coming up about camera. Look man, let me tell you this. Only fools believe the people from the ghettos. Most of these people are liars. I am telling you that. And I'm going to from a first an account of my experience. Yes, in when Derek Spratt was killed, 2 weeks before Derek Spratt was killed, Derek Spratt was a known murderer. Yeah man, affiliate of Ninja Man. Yes, the DJ that is in prison for murder. The coward, the one who cannot fight physically. You know, his sister Ivan used to have to defend him at school. 2 weeks before Derek Spratt was killed, I was involved in a shooting. Yes, in Walton Park Road area, 35 lane. Yes, and I tell you that the man that was injured, he had 7 wounds to his body. And after, you know, protecting my life and his life and people around, yeah, the same people at Waltham, because they didn't like me, you have to understand how ghetto people are. You see, any police that ghetto people like, those are police who are slackers and police who are enablers. Good police, them not like them. Anytime a police officer is being transferred from a police station, you see people are demonstrate. One of two things, you know, say police corrupt. Yeah, him corrupt in an extent where him always give to the criminals them more and sympathy, and you understand. I don't serve sympathy juice or food, so they don't like me. So the shoot in the Black Road, and 40 people gave statements that the man that I had to defend myself from, you know, who was, you understand, who I had to discharge my 9mm pistol to save my life. They said that man did not have any weapon or anything like that. 40 people gave statement. One statement was the statement of the man who was injured, all lost. He was wanted for 2 counts of murder. That man gave statement at KPH, police handcuff. So it's a man who was wanted saved me from going to prison. Can you believe it? He was wanted for 2 counts of murder. You understand? He was killed sometime after, because he was arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder. I wasn't the investigating officer, but I know that he was killed one night at KIW by the police. I was not there. So, moving on. Yeah, so this young man now, he has been identified as Rasheem Wilson, a Pembroke High School student. Guess what? This boy stopped going to school for close to a year. That uniform assignment, that was last year, before the new school term starts, September 2023. He hasn't been to school since the New Year, since 2023-24 school term started. This boy hasn't been to school. He abandoned school because he wanted to become done. So the incident occurred at approximately 1:30 p.m. The police say the teen was shot in a shootout with cops. However, his grandmother and residents have denied that the boy engaged the police in a firefight and accused cops of killing the teen in cold blood. Yeah man, I so ghetto people stay. Everybody where police kill always innocent. So who will kill the people them? I police them, I drive around and kill the people. And I can bet that this gun that they recover, just this is for the police to release the information how many people that gun has killed. How many you're going to hear. You understand? So according to the grandmother, the teen was engrossed in playing video games when the police shot him. Alright, so let's put it down and give some common sense. You have some sense now. Our police will see a teen and just shoot him. You believe that, Uncle Idiot would have believed that I'm a criminal-minded person. The police don't know him. The police is not from the community. Our police will shoot him, and the police them say him fire shot at them. They recover spent shell from the gun that he was firing. Or police fire it, huh? Come on, man. So she and other residents are demanding justice. The scene has been cordoned off as police investigators probe the incident. Personnel from the Independent Commission of Investigation are also on the scene. So, they say that was a heavy police presence there. So, there was a heavy police presence and military presence in the community of 100 Lane off Red Hills Road following the shooting of the 15-year-old, you understand, Rasheem Wilson. So, the Observer Online said that Wilson was shot and killed approximately 1:30. So, the police report that a firearm, a Glock pistol, was recovered from the crime scene, and residents are, however, disputing the shooting as they allege law enforcement murdered the teen. Investigation are ongoing. In Jamaica, they rather to sacrifice the police officer to please the public. They do it all the time where they charge a police officer, although the police officer was defending his life. That's how the system is. In Jamaica, I'm telling you, these people, they are very dishonest. These are people who always defend criminals. You have to understand now, when you're from the garrison, from these ghettos, the first thing that you learn as you have sense, the police is your enemy. And I don't know, but I never live in a labor community. If you're from a PMP community, every labor right for dead. So 2 people you're supposed to hate, if you have sense. The police is supposed to hate the police, and every labor right for dead. I cannot tell you about, because I've never lived in a labor right community. So, moving on. You understand? So, as you have listened to the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, making excuse, we wouldn't say excuse still, but he's just expressing himself as, being shocked that this teenager had fired on the police. But, maybe you need to take a drive through with the police them in St. Andrew South, or maybe Kingston West, or even Kingston East, and see what it is to be like a police officer in these communities. Maybe that's how some of these people will wake up and understand that being a police officer working in this community, when you go to work and you complete your tour of duty and go home, it's a mercy of God to take you home. Because sometimes just by entering even the station or exit, you can lose your life. So that's how it is. It's a battlefield, it's a war zone. Yes. So the eye-open video presents a vital discussion featuring Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Join us as we delve into the deeply troubling events surrounding the killing of a young man by the security forces and the subsequent discovery of a Glock pistol, a Glock 9mm pistol alongside live rounds. Yeah, so this man, you understand. So in the community where Rasheem Wilson tragically lost his life, an alarming trend prevails. Residents have been conditioned to prioritize dishonesty when interacting with the police. Let me repeat this, because I was telling you over here, so you have to get the real mama papa facts, You see, most people who are from the ghetto, they are not going to tell you the truth as I am doing, because the reason is that I want to save lives and I don't want people to lose their lives. So that's what we are all about here at the Jamaica Young Police Channel. You understand? Yeah, so let me repeat ourselves. In the community where Rasheem Wilson tragically lost his life, an alarming trend prevails. Residents have been conditioned, cultured, socialized to prioritize dishonesty when interacting with the police. So everyone from this community, they are trained to lie about the police at all times. They're part of the culture. So if you can't, you have to lie. Even when you see things, you don't speak the truth. That's how it is. Somebody will get killed and then blame others from a nearby community when they are the ones that did it. So this communication breakdown has fostered a disturbing culture where every murderer is unjustly portrayed as an innocent victim. Astonishingly, these young men who take the lives of other Jamaicans are hailed as heroes within their communities. So most of these people who are jurors and live uptown and country, well, we don't know, because everything now is spread all over in Jamaica. They do not know that these young men who kill people, others in Jamaica, yes, that they, as young as he is, if the security force are not present during his funeral, he'll be getting his gun salute. And gun salute is for men who kill people. You understand? It's just like whenever you have a official funeral of a police officer or a soldier, you get gun salute. That's how they treat them. Yes. You understand? So you know, Indicom is one of the biggest enemy of the Jamaican people. Yes. You understand? So we must confront this alarming distortion of justice head on. It is crucial to understand the harsh reality that exists within Jamaican communities. We aim to shed light on the profoundly ingrained perceptions perpetuating this violence and injustice cycle. Join us for an enlightening discussion with Prime Minister Andrew Holness as he unravels these complex issues and offer his insight into the steps that need to be taken to rectify this deeper rooted problem. Together, we can work towards a brighter future for all Jamaicans where justice is upheld and every life is valued. So you know the harsh reality in our massive Jamaican criminal fraternity. We present you the chilling glimpse into the life of a young man wielding an M16 rifle that I see him killer, you know. Have you ever wondered if such display are merely for show? Think again. This symbolic M16 rifle signifies a start message, a clear indication that the individual has ascended within the criminal underworld. He has evolved into a seasoned killer, signaling his stature while preparing to carry out nefarious acts. At the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we make no excuses for killers like him, nor for others who terrorize our beloved country. When our dedicated security forces neutralize these threats, we express no sympathy. Yes, these individuals relish the act of taking life, but tremble at the prospect of their demise. Yeah, so only time you see them show respect now for police until them realize it's time to say goodbye and straight to the departure lounge. Respecting our own lives should inherently extend to appreciating the lives of others. That's what we have been preaching all along at the Jamaica Young Police Channel. If you respect your life, you're going to respect mine. If you don't respect your life, you're not going to respect mine. So if you see an next person and kill them, when you are seen and nothing is wrong, even Stevens, you don't respect your life. That's why you just kill somebody willingly like that. We believe when time somebody is losing their life, supposed to be in self-defense. It's just simple as that. And you cannot use an illegal gun to commit self-defense either, because that's murder. Because gun illegal. So anytime you do anything, it's supposed to be within the ambit of the law.
Heartbreak and outrage. First, from the family.
You know, kill me look a 14-year-old and he can't get away with it.
Then the public, and now Prime Minister Andrew Holness.
How could a 14-year-old be killed in a shootout by the police? And I was very sad about it.
TVJ News has learned that the teen isn't 14 years old as previously reported by his grandmother. Rasheem Wilson was 15, according to the police. It was substantiated by his May 7, 2008 birth certificate. And our police source says photos circulating of the teen showed that he was involved in criminal activities. Our news center received an image with the teen holding an assault rifle. Our police source has positively identified Rasheem as the person holding the weapon. The police say they were fired upon in the community on Wednesday, January 10, around 1:30 p.m. Rasheem was killed in the process. A 9mm Glock was recovered. We were told that the serial number was also erased, but according to residents, Rasheem was not involved.
Him and them start want to tell lie on the little boy. You understand? Game him and play upon him phone, Marley's a play game upon him phone.
The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, says the conflicting story of the fatal shooting is yet another reason for the security forces to be issued and use body-worn cameras. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, while speaking to students at the Manchester High School, described the incident as disturbing.
Where should we be teaching people how to treat with conflict? Where should we be talking about peace? And I love it Because I'm saying school, but Mr. Principal, your students are very smart. They are saying start in the home. Start in the homes.
TVJ News understand that Rashim was a student at the Pembroke Hall High School in St. Andrew. However, we were unable to attain the status of his enrollment there. Our sources say he had not been attending school regularly. The school declined to comment on the issue at this time. Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.
So yes, when someone respects their life, they're going to respect yours. So they won't just take somebody's life because they feel like they're the giver of life, and they decide whose life to take, and they think that they must live forever while they make victim, you understand, while they take the life of others. So respecting our life should inherently expect to appreciate the life of others, including our courageous officers. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we appreciate everything that our police officers have been doing to protect the people of Jamaica, and even where we are living in the United States of America. Being a police officer is not an easy task. It's not an easy job. It's a very ungrateful job, especially from the criminal-minded people. They hate the police. You know. The only time they like the police is when the police is there to protect them from other criminals. But otherwise, they do not like the police. And rightly so, because police are not perfect human beings. Some of the police, them, we can tell you that they are really, they have made it really bad for the police officers. But we at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we know that there are good police officers out there. And we applaud the ones who uphold the laws, especially the ones who are honest, not thieves. We hate thieving police also. We hate them with a passion, just like how we hate criminals. You understand? Yes. So, moving on. You understand? So we do not, it is time for the government to adopt a decisive stand, fighting fire with fire, instead of attempting futile rehabilitation for murderers. You can't rehabilitate murderers. After all, these remorseless individuals are driven solely by a desire to extend their innocent lives. So if someone is unbelt and taking other people's life, preemptive strike is supposed to be used. No ifs nor buts. And Mr. Prime Minister, welcome to the real world, because just ask the police hierarchy to give you some statistics of murderers, teenage murderers, and murderers who are under 12 in Jamaica that have killed how many people they have killed. So at the Jamaica Young Police channel, there is no room for sympathy, beverages or snacks. We don't offer coffee, tea, water, sodas, juices, or any notion of sympathy snack is non-existent. Yeah man, so stay tuned for more thought-provoking content where we shed light on the realities of Jamaica's criminal fraternity. Yeah, so as we can say, Ramesh, yeah man, happy redance man, we have zero sympathy for you because we don't like criminal. You understand? And Rashim, yeah man, it's a good thing the police them dirty, and we're glad to say Officer Brown is fine. You understand? And it's time now for the government to stop persecute our police officers. You understand? Yeah, it's time. Let's stop doing that. Our police officer must be treated with the utmost respect. You cannot have police officer recovering guns in shootout and then you're going to arrest and charge them. That don't make any sense at all. And that's just wrong. Jamaica, we know is a criminal's paradise. We have seen these young men doing their craft of killing people, because that's all they does. Kill people. They have zero respect for the lives of others. And we are very happy to report that this man was killed by this young man was killed by the police because he was a murderer. So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police channel out.